guys, welcome back to the Alley Cat channel. My name is Allie, and today I'm here with another gameplay of Nancy Drew Twirl the Twister. I've been playing this game for quite some time since I was pretty young. The first games that I actually played was this game and Shadows at Water's Edge. There's a couple games that I'll be also playing in the future, but as of right now I am playing Twirl the Twister. I absolutely love this game right here. I love the Nancy Drew franchise. The original person who's made these games is Her Interactive, and I also buy these games off of Steam. I have an account with Steam and I get them off of Steam. I really like these games and I get most of my gameplays and all my games and stuff on Steam. So I preferably use that because I have Microsoft. Now, if there's other options as well. So if somebody prefers, if they have a Mac, Apple, or something, and other types of, software that they'd rather use, that is their personal preference. But I do use Steam and you can get it on Steam and it's very accessible on there. And then there's the original maker of the Nancy Drew games, which is Her Interactive, and I like their stuff that they do. They range between $6.99, $5.99 a piece to $30, maybe a little higher. I haven't had anything exceed over $30 really, unless it's like a brand new game, which there is a brand new game in Nancy Drew that is currently out. I do not have it right now because it's not on Steam yet. But once it is accessible, I will get it. It's called Mr. the Seven Keys. It is set in Prague, and it's one I'm really looking forward to playing. So that is basically where I am right now. We're going to go ahead and play the next part of Nancy Drew Twirl the Twister. So let's go ahead and get that started. Hey guys! Alright, so let's go ahead and continue this gameplay. I've kind of messed around with some of the options, seeing how to do this. So this is really cool, learning how to
he worries about
get
me
things
enough as
done.
it is.
So
And whatever you
let's
do,
go ahead
read
and
what's in the file called
move me a way up here. So we're going to move me up here in this corner
file.
for just a second.
That'll tell you all about the
LCAT load. Okay, so if you remember, we just done the filing cabinet system. We did the little test we did down there. We've already done that. Move back down here. I'm still messing around with some of the options. We already did the little quiz thing. We got a score 8 of 8, which is awesome. We've already spoke with some of the people in here. We spoke with, we spoke with Scott already. I don't think we spoke with Debbie, I'm not sure, but if I remember right, we're going to though. We did the filing cabinet system, and we have some things to do still. It says over here, we gotta rearrange the warning sirens on the chart in the living room, put together a disaster kit for Scott, go to Pa's store and introduce myself, and check in with the team. So, we've already checked in with Scott. We already did some of the things that were listed on the note from before, if you remember, before they came. And Debbie wrote this little thing here, telling us to take the tornado quiz in the cellar, which we did, and file the cabinet system, where you do that, like that really weird one. Yeah, that one. So, we're going to go ahead and talk with Debbie.
Nancy, hi! You've
Hi.
met Scott, the project leader. I'm Debbie, the project manager.
So, we get to ask a question, because this is a very interactive game, so we get to ask questions and like actually be more personal with the game, so which is pretty cool. So we get the option between asking, do you know why Scott is such a bad mood, or you're the one I'm going to be giving, who's going to give me orders. Let's go ahead and ask why he's such a bad mood.
Do you know why
'Cause, like,
Scott
he's so
is in
cranky.
such a
Like, why
bad
is he so
mood?
cranky?
I worked with him for the past 5 years, and believe it or not, that's his normal mood.
Oh,
When he's in a bad mood, yikes.
looks like we got our work cut out for us, Nancy, huh? So sounds like you've been having a lot of equipment problems.
Sounds
yeah.
like you've been having a lot of equipment problems.
Let's just say that Scott is extremely good at misdirecting blame.
Ooh.
You think the problems are really Scott's fault?
But hey, I could be wrong. Which, by the way, is something you'll never hear him say. Anyway, first thing every morning, I'll brief you on what has to be done that day. As for
Alright.
the rest of today, those 2 jobs Scott gave you, get them done.
Better get them done.
Pretty much everything he says in there, I can hear out here. He's not exactly a low talker. The chart with all the siren stuff is in the living room, and that computer quiz you took will tell you what needs to go into the kit.
Nice.
If any items are missing, you can go to Ma and Pa's general store up the road and buy them. Just purchase wisely. Our budget is very limited. And if you haven't introduced yourself to Pa or finished the filing, please do so. And once you're done with all that, you can head out to the cornfield and fix the sprinkler system.
We got our work
Fix
cut for
the
us.
sprinkler system?
See, this farmhouse and the acreage it sits on were donated to Canute as a research facility. The chase team gets it during tornado season. The agricultural team's here the rest of the year, so we've agreed to maintain whatever projects they've got going in their absence.
Nice.
Right now, they're in the middle of collaborating on something with this big mucky muck research center in Hawaii, which is just another way of saying, fix those sprinklers ASAP.
Alright, we got some other things. Remember that box out when we first came out? We'll go ahead and
I found this
bring
box
that
out front when I arrived. Thought maybe I better turn it in.
Wow.
That's a lot of
There
money
must
in
be
there.
a couple $100 in here. Job. Thanks. Payment enclosed.
You don't know whose it is?
No idea. I heard you tell Scott about seeing that tornado, so my guess is the Twister carried it in from somewhere else. Maybe even somewhere miles from here.
I'd feel better if you kept it.
Yeah.
Sure. When I get a chance, I'll call the sheriff and report it.
Alright. Let's see here.
Why is there a file in the cabinet labeled Grange Theater?
Theater's kind of a passion with me. So when I got here at the beginning of tornado season, I found out the Grange needed a stage manager for the play it's putting on, and volunteered for the job. And soon became the sound and lighting director as well, which means when I'm not here or out in the field, I'm there.
Alright.
Sounds like you keep pretty busy.
You don't even know the half of it. We're approaching final dress for the Grange's big play of the year. Everyone from around here shows up. You should ask Pa about it. He's got much more of a passion for the stage than you'd expect from a man in overalls.
Alright, let's go ahead. Since I already know what goes in the disaster kit, I'm not going to worry about asking the question because you have to go down and look at the quiz and it will show you everything that's supposed to be put into the disaster kit. It's pretty straightforward.
better get to
so
work.
we're going to let Debbie get
Okay.
back to work.
Oh, and thanks for driving that car up here for us. That was a big help. See ya.
No problem. Alright. I don't remember half the drive, but then again, that's when the game started, so. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get to work on our chores and jobs that we're supposed to do. Let's go ahead and move you away from here so we can see. Alright, so we have to check out the team, go to pause, introduce yourself, do this disaster kit, rearrange this, and go to the cornfield and fix the sprinklers and explore the barn. Let's go ahead and do the siren system. Okay, this is the county siren chart. In this puzzle here, we're going to have to make sure that we get all these lapping, but not to the point that they're like, they need to be overlapping perfectly. Like, they need to overlap perfectly with no gaps or anything, because we want to make sure everyone around hears it. We basically need to get this puzzle here so we can get everything aligned perfectly, and so it's overlapping in all the right areas where it should be. So, alright, let's go ahead and this one goes here, if I recall. Okay. So as you see over here where I'm working through, you can see that none of these are having any gaps in between them, which is a good thing. So like these little white ones, I can place those here, which will help fill it in. The blue one over here. Kind of filling in the big gaps first, so I can kind of fill it in with the small ones. So, do that. I think that's it. Yeah.
Alright, that's how it should look.
Alright, Nancy says that's how it should look, so it looks like we did this all right, which is great, 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 great. Because we want to make sure we get this all done. So we just did the tornado siren puzzle, and we just finished it. That wasn't too bad to
That's
do,
done.
it wasn't too complicated. Now, when you first start playing these games and you're not used to it, it might seem complicated, but a lot of these puzzles are not as bad as it may seem. So let's go ahead and let's see, we need to fix the sprinklers. I guess we'll go ahead and go down here though and check out the list for the emergency planning disaster kit. Alright, so disaster kit contains essential supplies in case of emergency for every member of your family, including pets. Items from basic staples to household tools to first aid kits should be included. Items such as water, sugar, salt, granola bars, batteries, flashlight, can opener, toothpaste, duct tape, bleach, and the full recommended list can be obtained at local emergency management offices. So basically this is the little example kit that we're having to get together for Scott. And so we're going to have to include these things. So we're going to get water, sugar, salt, granola bars, batteries, flashlight, can opener, toothpaste, duct tape, and bleach. Those are going to be our things and goals that we have to get. So we're going to have to go check out the disaster kit, which is over here.
Again? All right, Mouse. This house isn't big
She's
enough
got a
for the
really
both
big
of
problem
us.
with mice, as you can tell. So let's go ahead and check out this here. Thank you. Alright. Basically, you can see some other things in here, like we got some clothing, some shoes over here, toilet paper. Gotta have that toilet paper, you know? Especially when the Rona was out. Remember that, y'all? Yeah. Okay. This looks like the filing cabinet system, if you remember from the first video. You see the pattern right here, and this shows you some of the things that was related to some of these things. So that's pretty cool. Alright. So this one they haven't met yet. This is going to be someone new.
Hi, I'm Frosty. As you can
Frosty.
probably tell from all
As in
this
Frosty the
equipment,
Snowman?
I'm the media guy. Still pictures, audio, video, digital, analog. I do it all. Do it pretty darn well, too.
He's very humble.
Is there a story behind the name Frosty?
Sure is. A couple of years ago, before I met Scott or any other tornado chasers for that matter, I was out taking pictures of this ginormous thunderstorm that was brewing outside Norman. I'd drive for a while, jump out, snap some pictures, roll some video, jump back in, drive some more. Just looking for good pictures, you know? I wasn't really paying attention to what the storm was doing until all of a sudden it got really dark. And then it just started pouring. And I mean, rain was coming down like my car had stopped under Niagara Falls, and the wind was blowing and the car was swaying, and then it started to hail. First just dime-sized stuff, then quarter-sized, then golf ball-sized, then all of a sudden, the windshield shatters and a hailstone the size of a fist lands in my lap. Then another, then another. Turns out I'd punched the core of an incredibly powerful HP supercell.
You'd punched the what of the who?
HP means high precipitation, lots of rain, and a supercell is a cloud formation capable of producing severe thunderstorms.
Such as
Core is the
superstorms or
worst
hail
part of a
and
supercell,
such.
where violent updrafts can produce huge hailstones, to say nothing of tornadoes.
Did you see one?
That time? No. But I did roll down my window and start shooting, and I came away with photos and footage of hail that no one's been able to top yet. Overnight, I went from being Tobias Harlow, run-of-the-mill photographer, to Frosty Harlow, fearless documenter of extreme weather phenomena.
Again, he's very humble. And just a little tip for y'all out there: if you ever hit a HP supercell, roll down the window and start shooting, because you're going to get some amazing pictures, according to Frosty Harlow, fearless documenter of extreme weather phenomena. So, what happened to your arm? If you could see over here, he's got some pretty bad scratches on his arm. Let's go and ask what's up with that.
What happened to your arm?
What, these scratches? Just a few minor war wounds. See, I was climbing the fence next to the old Fraser Creek windmill so I could get a clear shot of some Amatis clouds. And what happened? I dropped my camera bag right into a patch of brambles. Thorns just about took my arm off when I went to grab it.
Not sure if his story's believable, but we'll let it slide.
How long have you worked for Scott?
I joined the team last year after their photographer quit halfway through. This is my first full season. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to this team, I might add. I'm good.
Very humble.
I've harassed you enough.
Take care.
Alright, so that is Frosty Harlow. We've met Frosty Harlow, Debbie, and Scott. So, we already know what we need to do now. So, let's see. We've checked in with most of the people in the team, but I don't think that's everyone yet. There's like one more person I think we need to go check in with. So, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix our sprinkler system in the cornfield. Ooh, got another penny. As you can tell, Nancy is fine with taking little pennies, but she's not okay with taking a bunch of money that she found. So, in this right here, In case of a power surge, system will temporarily shut down. Shut down to manually reset. Open 6 valves to show the blue active status. Opened valves cannot be in the same row, column, or diagonal line. System will come back online when valves are opened correctly. So we need to basically open the valves correctly here, 6 of them, that do not touch. So like this here, that can't be done. This can't be done. This can't be done. They can't, or even this can't be done. Like they can't be this either. None of this can happen. We're gonna have to do it so they're not in the same row or column at all. Let's see here. Okay. Trying to remember. It should be. Alright, this is touching. None of these are. Oh wait, those are in the same line. Can't happen that. There we go. I was trying to get all the lines and stuff right there. So now pump controls is on. It's not too bad of a puzzle to fix. Aw, little groundhogs. Hello. Alright. So now that we fixed the sprinkler system, we can now check that off of our list.
Done.
Alright, it says explore the barn. So let's go ahead and go explore the barn. This is a beautiful barn.
Whoever just came in, give me a hand over here, would you?
Alright.
Sure.
Save me a lot of time if you kindly fix the LED display on the dash
Sure
while I
can.
fix the wiring out here.
But I've never fixed an LED display before.
Aw, Nancy, it's not too
Get
bad. We
inside
can do
and I'll
this.
tell you what's what.
Okay.
We got this, Nancy. We got this.
What y'all looking at is the fuse board for the screen. Fuses are all there and they're all good, but the display won't work till you rearrange them. See how they
Alright.
numbered from 1 to 8?
Yeah?
What you gotta do is rearrange them so no consecutively numbered fuses are touching in any direction.
Including diagonals?
Yep. Fuse number 1 can't be touching fuse number 2, which can't be touching 3, which can't be touching 4, and so on. Got that?
I think so.
Good. You know you're done when the screen lights up. With any luck, I'll be done out here about the same time.
Alright, so we have to solve this puzzle here with the LED light display. We're going to have to make sure none of these are touching. So like these can't be touching, for instance. So we have like 1, 4, and 3 that can't happen. So we're going to have to do that's something like this right here. But we can't have 2 and 3 touching or including diagonally. So like we can't have any of that. So as you can see here, we have 1 and 4. None of these here comply with each other, but 4 and 5 does, which can be an issue. So that can't go there. Can't go there. See that this here, this can't happen. See here, so like 1 can can be, so we have 2, put 2 here, 3, 7, 6, 1.
I did it!
I think we
The
did
screen
it, y'all.
says it's initializing.
And I'm done out here.
Awesome.
How's that for timing?
So,
Nancy, the new gopher, ain't you? Well, I'm Chase. I ain't gonna shake your hand because my hand's kind of a mess. Again, I appreciate the help.
go ahead and move me up here out of the way so you can see the words better.
What do you do on the team?
Yeah, what do you do, Chase?
Right now, I'm fixing the car the fella you were replacing was driving when he busted his leg.
Ow.
It's pretty much my job, fixing stuff.
That okay with you?
Yep. I like fixing stuff, and I like keeping busy. So this here's
Hey,
the
nothing
perfect
wrong
job
with
for me.
being busy.
Plus, I'm learning a whole lot about twisters. You live in these parts, the more you know about them, the better.
Is that why they call you Chase? Because you chase tornadoes?
Do they call you Nancy because you Nancy too many questions? Sorry, that was supposed to be funny. A lot of people think that, but the truth is, it's my name. Has been since before the day I was born.
Why do you think so much equipment has been malfunctioning lately?
Stuff breaks. If your luck's bad, it breaks a lot. Being such a negative person, though, Scott's like a bad luck magnet. With him in charge, I'd be most surprised if stuff wouldn't breaking down all the time.
How do you like working with Scott?
Other than the fact that he can be ornier than a never-ridden bull in a bucking chute and can holler longer and louder than all the football coaches in Oklahoma put together, I like him fine. Got this sixth sense when it comes to twisters. Never seen nothing like it. Kind of spooky sometimes.
Think he'll win the Green Skies competition?
Not a chance. He's got this real negative way about him. Nothing good's ever gonna come his way. Sad but true.
Will it bother you if his team doesn't win?
Heck yeah, I'd like to win. It's gonna bother me a lot. But as long as you got Scott for a leader, ain't no way.
The guy I'm
Alright.
replacing, what was the matter with his car?
Yeah, what was
A
with
bunch
it?
of stuff. Reason he broke down in the middle of that storm and slipped in all that hell was 'cause his car had run out of antifreeze. Should I say coolant. And that's 'cause mice chewed holes in his hose and made it leak.
Mice? Mice doesn't chew through hoses typically.
Do you still have the hose that got chewed up?
It's over there on the workbench. Take a gander at it if you want.
Sure
I've
will.
bugged you long enough.
Nice meeting you, Nancy. Just do right by Scott and you'll do fine.
That's not typical for mice to do. Looks more man-made to me. Just saying. Oh
This
man,
place
more
could
mice.
really use a cat.
I agree with you, Nancy. There's a lot of mice around here. Bit odd. Shouldn't see that much mice. That's a lot. This is just talking about some things here. If you want to pause it, you can read it all, but I'm not going to take the time to read all this here because it's so much to read. So we can continue through the game. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. So it looks like that's everyone on the team that we just met.
Did that. Did that.
We explored the barn, met everybody. So now we have to go to Mom and Pa's or store and introduce ourselves and put together a disaster kit for Scott. Let's go check in and see if there's anything else the team needs done before we leave.
What's up?
Would you happen to know who threw out the sales receipt for dried corn that's
Good
in the
question,
wastebasket
Nancy.
over there?
Dried corn? Why would anyone around here buy dried corn?
To make the little piles of dried corn I keep finding around here. They look a lot more man-made than mouse-made.
Are you suggesting someone has been deliberately feeding the mice?
I mean, think someone's been trying to live inside? I guess it sounds pretty dumb, doesn't it? I mean, there's a lot of little piles of corn around the house that we've been seeing and around some places. I mean, it's like somebody's trying to lure them in. I guess we could say it does kind of sound, I don't know. I guess I'll do that.
I think someone's been trying to lure them inside.
It's a bit weird.
Everyone on this team has his quirks, that is for sure. But deliberately causing a mouse infestation? Nobody's that mental.
Alright, so
I better
then
get to
go.
work.
Have fun.
Let's go check in with Scott, the grumpy pants of the team. See if he needs anything.
Time to call it a day, Nancy. Hit the thing in the morning.
Oh, we got a schedule to go to sleep, huh?
Yes?
What did you mean when you said before that the school would sell the farm if you lose?
Just what I said. Right now, Canute College offsets the costs of maintaining this place with funds from private companies like the Healy Healy. But apparently that money's about to dry up, so if we don't win this competition, there goes the farm.
Do you remember that interview you gave after Ma died?
Nope. Why do you ask?
I read it, and it seems like a lot has changed for you over the last few years.
What's that supposed to mean?
You sounded much more excited about your work.
Yeah, well, that's the reality of life, Nancy. You don't honestly think life gets more exciting as you age, do you? Because it doesn't. Dreams fade, hearts get broken, friends get too lost in their own lives to call. Trust me, enjoy your youth while you have it, kid. Because the downhill ride, it ain't fun.
That's not true.
Now I see why Debbie speaks so highly of you. Optimists of a feather. Tell you what, I'll admit that you just may be right. I hope you're right. I just don't think you are. Let's switch topics, all right? This has been a long enough trip down memory lane for the day.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ta-ta.
He's a bit of a grumpy pants. Just saying. There's that other pile of corn. There's been a couple of them we've been seeing.
It's late, Nancy. Go to bed.
It's still daylight, Debbie. Chill. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to Pa's General Store, even though it's late. And go ahead and get that disaster kit put together. Because I would like to finish up everything on this list before, you know, clocking in. Alright, in this game you can't actually drive. Kind of scary, especially. You can use a GPS, but I play this game so much, and yes, I just blew past that 4-way stop. I'm such a wonderful driver. Alright, here we go. Mom Pa's General Store.
Come on over here and be friendly. That's more like it. Welcome to Mom Pa's.
My name's...
I know what your name is. You're that gal from up north, Nancy,
Drew.
How'd you know that?
Not bad for an old codger, huh? Why, I know all sorts of stuff about you. I even know your cell phone number, Miss Nancy Drew. Let's see, it's 523-555-4399. How'd you like them apples?
Someone on the Canute team told you I was coming, didn't they?
Yeah, that they did. Debbie. She told me to keep an eye out for you and gave me your number. See, if something bad happens while you're out there chasing twisters, it's important to have a way to get help. Staying connected in an emergency is just about the best way to stay safe.
That is true.
I'm kind of your emergency action central. Keep your numbers right here by the phone. Debbie fill you in the way things work around here yet?
Don't things work the way they normally do in stores?
Not for y'all. You Canute folk got a lot of credit here, so instead of paying cash for food and equipment and such, you can charge it. If you want to buy something that's not on Debbie's list, like something from the snack section, you gotta pay for it using Pa pennies.
Using what?
Pa pennies. Like this here. A little something I invented to make coming in here a little more interesting for a tourist. In fact, go ahead and take it. You could use it or keep it as a souvenir.
Thanks.
Hey, great. Thanks.
Just a Ma and Pa way of saying nice to meet you.
Debbie tells me you're pretty involved in the local theater.
And that's a true fact if there ever was one. Nothing quite like being backstage when the lights go down. Come to think of it, it's just like that moment right before the storm hits. When the world goes dark and quiet. All you can do is cross your fingers and hope for the best.
So what's this play about?
Not this place, of course.
Sounds like it's time at
Common
personal
wagon
experience.
times up to today. All about the men and women that made this town what it is today. I'm playing Percy Rutherford Hardcastle, town sheriff and area's first librarian. Back in those days, wasn't no small thing to return a book late.
That sounds interesting.
Agree.
Ought to be. If you're not out chasing twisters opening night, you should come. We're pretty near sold out, but I'll try to save your ticket.
So do you ever chase tornadoes?
Silliest thing I ever heard tell of. Around here, you're lucky if a tornado don't come chasing after you. People who do that are just asking for it.
So you've seen a tornado?
Of course I have. Pretty much everybody I know has. You research types with all your meters and sensors and recorders and such. Chasing around out there thinking you're doing something all big and important. Know what the only real thing you can do when you see a tornado is, Miss Nancy Drew? Watch. You watch this dark, rampaging monster go tearing across the land, wrecking everything it touches, till all of a sudden it ain't there no more. You can't go after it, you can't make it put everything back, you can't even get even with it, 'cause it's just gone. All you can do is stand there thinking, now that ain't fair. That just ain't fair.
Sounds like you're talking from personal experience.
Exactly what I said earlier.
That I am. What else you need?
Well, it was nice meeting you.
I was just gonna say the same thing. Y'all take care now.
Alright. So, we have to get some of the things that were on the list. And, one of them was the flashlights. Now, we have a certain budget to stay in. So, like, we have to be pretty smart with our money. So, if you look over here, move me out of the way for a minute. It says buy 2 different blue tag items, get a different blue tag item of equal or lesser value free. Buy 1 green tag item, get a different green tag item with equal or lesser value half off. Now this one here is the better deal, so let's go ahead and take that, because that's a better deal. Let's go ahead and move me out of the way again. Put me down here in the bottom corner. Okay. So we got those. Now we need a can opener. There's only one like this here, and it says duct tape on the list, so we'll take it. We'll do that one there, because we'll need that. This one here is pretty good, so we'll take that. There's a yellow one. We need a yellow tag to get off price off that. Okay. I think that was everything on the list. Checking the pods.
I think I've got everything I need. Can I pay for these supplies now?
I suppose so.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Sure thing.
Let's go check out this little area over here. Jackalope fight. Can I pay for it?
It looks like it won't accept
Nope.
paw pennies.
It has to have a special coin, which you can find in the game. They have little like Easter eggs in the games as well, and you can find like little things to do special things throughout the games, like other games sometimes have. I know this one does. Trail of Tears. This is kind of like some historical artifacts that he has in here, little things, and just little cool little things. Homesteading. Talking about some historical things.
The divining rod that's supposed to
Divining
be here
rod's
seems
missing.
to be missing.
Supposedly it's supposed to be fine oil and stuff. It's normally a superstition, but hey, I mean, I guess you could say it like that. The Dust Bowl, another very impactful thing that happened in the U.S. The Fujita scale, which just gives you some little information about it and all. About these Nancy Drew games, they're very informative games with just like information like that. This here is like a little game that you can play called Land Rush. You can actually play a game on a game. And I won't be playing that one right now. I'll probably play one of those games later. Let's go ahead and tell Paul that his divining rod's missing.
What's going on there, Nancy?
Did you know the divining rod that's supposed to be on display in your museum is missing?
Ooh, excuse me.
Missing? Why, I had no idea. How do you like that? Somebody must have took it.
Apparently so. Let's see.
When did you last see it?
It was there when I dusted. That was just last week. What's the last month? Anyway, I can't imagine why anybody'd take it. Only thing it's good for is finding oil. That's pretty much just a superstition. For most folks, that is. Some people around these parts still swear up and down divining rod's work. Well, guess I'm just gonna have to whittle me up a fake one and stick it in the display. Just be our little secret, okay?
I'll let you get back to work.
Don't let them canoots work you too hard.
Alright. So over here was a little snack display that he was talking about that I can buy using paw pennies. So if I want to get me it's like some moon chunks over here I can, or like get me some licky loos, just like little cute things like this here. Let's say I only got 7 coins right now, but I want to get something, so I'm gonna buy this, and I can enjoy it in the game by clicking onto my bag. This one here. And as you can tell, Nancy enjoyed it, and it was very good. So we're gonna go ahead and head back home. No, I don't need anything else. And pretty much the only thing you really buy in the store is that snack display stuff. This is the GPS. I just clicked at the bottom here. I enter my location, Mom Paws, to the farmhouse, and enter. And this gives me the route. So I would go down here, take a right, take a left, and then go right again. That brings me to my destination that I need to be at. Try not to hit anybody. Alright. And that brings us back home. So as you can see, the GPS does work so far.
That's done. Still have to do
We
that.
did put the disaster kit.
Did
We went to
that.
Todd and introduced ourselves. Let's go put that disaster kit back into the bag. She's gonna tell us to probably go to bed again.
I'm gonna hit the sack, Nancy. You should do the same.
See. She's so demanding. Okay.
That ought to do it. I finished that disaster kit for Scott.
Nice job. I'm supposed to remind you to check in with Debbie. She might need you to do something else.
Will
Alright.
do.
Let's go check in with her then real quick.
Check.
Looks like we are good. Alright, let's go ahead and check in with Debbie because that's what Frosty said to do. Is she can talk with him about
What's up?
anything? Guess not.
Thanks for all the advice.
Pop in anytime.
Alright.
What's up?
Guess not.
I better get to work.
Nothing
Have
to check
fun.
up on. I guess we did everything. So let's go ahead and hit the sack. And do that. And that'll be
Good morning, Debbie.
Nancy, good morning. Got a few things for you today. That storm really shook up those sensors out in the cornfield. Could you put them back in line? After that, you should go spend some time in the field with Frosty. He really wants to show you some of the basics of storm photography. Any chance to show off?
I better get to work.
Have fun.
Alright, so that gets us a good stopping point. So I'm going to save this right here, and that will be it for today's video. So yeah, that was pretty much basically a good beginner, thing about this game, giving a little pointers as well and tips. Because I played this game before multiple times. I really don't know how many times I played this game and actually beat it. So it's a really fun game. There's more to the franchise as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment down below if you like this video. If you would like to see more, let me know. And yeah, so that'll be it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Alley Cat out.